this is Africa.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your host, Samson, and this is the third episode of the World Cup podcast. This is my co-host with me. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Nobel.
Adele.
Yoni.
How you guys doing today?
Doing good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. How you guys enjoying the knockout stage right now during the World Cup?
It's crazy.
It's been so far so good, bro. It's been pretty entertaining. France game was really entertaining.
The France knockout stage game, right?
Yeah.
That was a good game, yeah. Honestly, to be honest, I thought like Poland had a chance a little bit, but you know, like, but then like Mbappe started scoring in there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, normally I don't like to watch blowouts, but like watching Mbappe take over a game, watching the Brazil blowout Korea today, it was very like it's entertaining blowouts to watch. So you know, blowouts like that, I don't mind.
Yeah, I feel like because the teams that are winning are so skilled, like they just do different things, you know.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, really.
Yeah. How about were you guys surprised with some of like the endings of the group stage, like Japan going through, or like South Korea going through?
Yeah.
We should talk about those hot takes, bro. What's going on?
You know, Costa Rica was at one point they were leading and they were gonna go through.
That table was crazy.
So you know, I don't want to say I was too far off for that one. In Uruguay, they did get it done. They did beat Ghana, but Portugal lost, so they couldn't go through because was Japan?
I think no. I think it was actually goal difference. I think what happened
Korea.
Yeah, South Korea and Uruguay had the same amount of points, but Uruguay had more yellow cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if Uruguay scored one more goal,
that's what it was.
But I think they had one more. They had one less goal than now.
I don't think so because I was looking.
No, they were tied on goal difference. No, Korea had more goals scored.
Yeah, one more goal scored.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because if they had scored one more goal, then they would have gone to the yellow cards and red cards and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How about Japan going through? Were you guys surprised about that?
Yeah, I didn't really give them a chance against Portugal, but the thing I noticed is all the teams that clinched their group on match day 2, if I'm not mistaken, lost on match day 3 because they didn't take it as serious. And you know, it's fair. You know, I'm not gonna like say they're trash for that. You know, most of them are playing their B teams, but you know, it's because it's the World Cup. You know, everyone's playing hard. It's not Champions League. It's not Premier League. It's not. Yeah, it's, you know, you're playing for your country, so it's a different game. That's why you see Korea's beating Portugal's bench. You know, that's why you see Brazil losing to Switzerland. Cameroon, excuse me.
Beat France.
Yeah,
Tunisia beat France.
Yeah, I know you were happy about that one.
Yeah, I was happy about that one.
Tunisia had a chance, right?
They definitely had a chance, bro.
I think it depended on
the Croatia and the
Australia.
No, Australia and Denmark game.
Yeah, Australia and Denmark.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
I told them to go through it.
That was a take. I was shocked.
I think
Anybody gets that or nobody?
No one.
Everyone had France and Denmark from
I said that too. Genuinely, that was a shocker. I thought Denmark was gonna, and Bolo was gonna step up Shaqiri. You know, I saw a stat today. The only 4 players that scored in the last 3 World Cups, it was Messi, Ronaldo, Shaqiri, and Perisic from Croatia. Perisic is a baller, and Shaqiri just threw me off. You know, he's not a scrub by any means.
It's just a different player with
when you rip for your country, bro.
When it comes to
Euros too, he was.
When it comes to Switzerland, he always performs. Shaqiri is there. And especially against Serbia.
That's a very tough game.
That's a very...
As of right now, we're pretty much, 75% through the round of 16. 2 more games left out of the 8. Tomorrow, Portugal versus...
By the way, this is recorded Monday, just to let everyone know.
Monday night.
Post it later.
Portugal versus... who they play?
Portugal and Switzerland, and then Morocco and Spain.
So you guys coming out?
Ooh, that's tough.
Damn, man.
I know he wants to pick Morocco.
You know already. Know. But yeah, definitely, man. Of course, I'm rooting for Morocco.
Absolutely. Are you rooting? You're rooting for them again. Is that your pick to win? You know, it's the difference between. You think they'll win?
I think they'll win.
For sure, I know that. I
believe that. That's your pick.
Morocco,
comfortably.
No, definitely not comfortable. Definitely not comfortable.
It's not like a comfortable state, but it's like this is not an impossible game to.
Yeah, of course.
This is not an upset if they win. This is not an upset if they win.
It is.
It is an
upset.
Let me tell you something. Morocco's the first team after 1986 to finish off as a first place as an African country.
Yeah,
and that's after so many years. And imagine. Spain, of course, was unlucky. They lost against Japan, which eventually led them
knocked
to be
into second place.
They knocked into second place, which I was not really happy about. But it doesn't matter, man. I feel like Morocco are up for it. There are thousands of Moroccan people that flew to Qatar for this, and I feel like they are like one of the loudest.
Japan won that game, that group, right?
No, Morocco was in the group.
Morocco was in a group with Belgium and Croatia.
No, I'm saying Spain group.
Japan won. Just because they beat Spain.
Japan won, yeah.
That's what Spain played Morocco.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine. And I feel like and Spain were playing most of their 18. If you guys,
they were.
Yeah.
They had clinched a spot. They didn't clinch the group.
Top.
That's what it was.
Yeah. They clinched that
They had 6 points,
yeah.
right? I believe 6 or 5 points. No, Spain.
Spain 4.
They had only 4 points.
Yeah, but they had a better goal because they scored 7-0 against
Costa Rica. I think it definitely is an upset. This is a Spain. I mean, like, this would be one of the. I don't want to say one of the biggest. Again, Morocco's a great team. I'm not trying to knock them.
100%.
Again, Spain losing to a Moroccan side would be one of the biggest upsets in the history of the World Cup. Yeah, it's crazy to say that's not.
I'm saying in a sense, just like how Morocco's played.
I get that.
Yeah,
but from this World Cup.
In my opinion, I think Spain has the best midfield in the tournament. I think the way Spain controls the game with Luis Enrique, who's a phenomenal manager, I don't think Morocco can really I think if they come prepared, they have the talent to win this game 3-0 if they want to. I don't want to say write off Morocco because they are a great side. Don't get me wrong. I know how you feel about them too.
Yeah.
But I think Spain's going to make a deep run into these, what's it called? Into the tournament. Yeah. I think they're going to, the way the bracket's shaped, they would play Portugal if Portugal beats Switzerland. I think they would beat Portugal too. I won't lie. I think the Spain team is great. I think in the 26 World Cup, they'll definitely be top 3 in chances. They're just very young right now.
Yeah.
But this is a side that's like not to be taken lightly. This is a very good Spain team. I think they will beat Morocco.
And to be quite honest, to get back on that, I was like thinking about the Portugal-Switzerland game. I wouldn't be surprised at either result.
Switzerland can win that game.
Yeah, that's not an easy game, but it's a very if I give percentage-wise, like a 60-40. That's 60 or maybe 55-45, you know what I mean?
This is the same Switzerland team that beat France last year in the round of 16 of Euros. This is a good team. But man, Portugal does look good. Even though they lost that game, they clinched their group.
They lost.
Yeah, they clinched their group.
The last game.
But this is a good Portugal team.
Ronaldo will turn up for this game? This next game or not?
Turn up. What's your definition of turn up?
He'll score.
He'll score more.
Ronaldo does get his goals.
Yeah, he's gonna get his goals.
Sometimes he can get a goal. I mean, he had an assist.
More from this.
I feel like
Messi.
I feel like let me be real. This round of 16, we saw the main players, the players that the superstars.
The superstars really did take over each of their games.
They're living up to their names.
Yeah.
And most of them so far, Messi, Mbappe, even from the opposite side, Lewandowski scored.
Yeah.
I mean,
Perisic had a good
game. Most of the good players.
Neymar
had a good game today. So most of the good players performed this round of 16. Yeah. So I feel like he would be extra motivated to show the world that he still got him.
Definitely.
Still got the bag himself. And I feel like tomorrow, I feel like he might score 1 or 2, but he'll be up for it.
It has to be tomorrow.
Yeah. He has to be up for it tomorrow. Yeah. Because it's a very crucial game.
It is.
For
you don't want to, your final World Cup, you can't go out.
That's why I expect more.
If he loses to Spain, it's okay. If he loses to France, it's okay. You can't go out to Switzerland.
Yeah. That's they're going to tarnish.
Obviously, Ronaldo has nothing to prove. 1000%. Don't get me wrong. He's done it. He's done it all, really.
Yeah.
But you can't go out like that.
Especially for your nation.
And last World Cup.
This is his best team. Ronaldo's not. This is the worst Ronaldo we've seen. But this is the best Portugal side we've seen.
For sure, no, 100%, yeah.
I agree.
Again, we all gave our picks. Adele, your 2 picks for the games? Both games.
With the Spain,
Spain, Morocco, and then Portugal, Switzerland.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to Spain, though. I want Morocco to win so bad, but yeah, I'm going to Spain.
What's the score?
Spain?
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
You didn't hear me rant about that?
I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1 to Spain?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about the roughly?
I'm going to go 3-1 Spain.
What about you, Samson?
2-1 Morocco.
2-1 Morocco.
I'm going to go 1-0 Morocco.
I like that.
Who scores?
You think Spain doesn't score?
You know, see the Sevilla striker. Yeah. I think so.
I think bold take. I think Morata gets 2 goals tomorrow.
I don't even think Morata's gonna start.
Morata for Spain.
I'll be real.
He's the only striker. He's the only
That's the
striker.
problem. Like with Spain, if you saw the last game, he didn't start. Morata, I know against Germany, I think he
Germany, but he scored.
And
he scored.
I mean, you saw he had a great Euros.
Yeah,
he had a great Euros last year.
Spain,
he's good for Spain, but
I feel like one of the other problems.
I don't respect Morata. Like I don't rate him. Not respect. I don't rate him, but I feel like he always tends to prove me wrong on Nangeze. So I'm just gonna. I feel like he'll get 2 goals.
Yeah,
he's definitely part of some sort of money laundering.
Yeah. I've seen
the 90 millions.
I've seen this.
Chelsea paid like 70 for him.
Oh yeah, I saw that video
bought him back for like some crazy
on
numbers. Juventus bought him back for like. He's been like around the same clubs, but for like crazy amount of money.
If
I don't know
if he really is involved in some money laundering, expect Barca to tap in. Let's move on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
the set in stone
quarterfinals.
ones.
So who do you guys have for like? So the beginning of quarterfinals, I believe, is France and England, and then after it will be Argentina, Netherlands.
No, the first game is Netherlands, Argentina.
Yeah, those are the first 2 games, right?
No. It's
That's a different day though, I think.
So for England is Saturday.
Saturday, okay, yeah. So
the 2 games for Friday is Argentina, Netherlands, and
the second game is
England, France.
No, that's Saturday.
Oh, the second game should be
Croatia, Brazil.
Yeah.
Is it?
Croatia, Brazil. Croatia, Brazil is actually first, and then the second game is Netherlands, Argentina. Yeah.
That's Friday?
Yeah, this Friday. Ooh, yeah, Croatia, Brazil. What do you guys have for that game, actually?
Brazil. Brazil. I mean,
the whole thing.
I think I'm not gonna say that. Right now, I have a Neymar jersey on. I don't have a Brazil jersey again.
I got
After the performance today, I had to put it on. Man,
they could have gotten way more. They could have been easily.
They were very humble, I feel like.
Yeah, they were.
They were just like, they didn't want to like torture Korea.
Bro, they were dancing with the coach, man.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
They were skistan with the coach, bro. But
that chicken dance.
If you saw that, I think it was the 3rd goal where Richarlison dribbled it on his head, and then the 1-2 with the runs. It was the team goals of team goals. It was such a beautiful play.
The second best goal in this tournament.
I think it was better than the bicycle kick, bro.
Damn.
Because I'm a type of guy again. I love a team goal more than anything.
Yeah.
Like you know that one.
Satisfying to watch.
Yeah, you know that one Arsenal goal from like 5-6 years ago with Ozil. Yeah. I think that's one of the to me that's one of the best goals I've seen in my life. I value a team goal more than anything. Yeah, but it's satisfying to watch the
play I feel like it's that process good. Like you're watching the flows too. It's like you know what I mean. You're
normally the best goals come with an easy finish because you made the finish easy doing the hard work.
I see, yeah.
Like, a lot of people will hate on Haaland. They'll be like, oh, it's tap-ins. My grandma could go score 40 goals for that team. But he's doing all the hard work to make the finish easy. That's what makes strikers great.
Yeah.
Not every goal is going to be a 50-yard banger, you know?
Yeah.
Good
point.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about the Croatia and Japan game today. How did you guys, let's get some reflection on that.
I was absolutely fuming.
Bro. They just...
those
penalties.
Did you guys watch this penalty shootout?
I watched the
penalty. I've never seen such a poor shootout in my life.
One of the worst.
Yeah. It was like almost like they left.
I was rooting for Japan, man. I wanted to see it. An Asian country get into the quarterfinals. Especially the way they lost the last World Cup to Belgium, man. I love Belgium, but it was heartbreaking to see.
Very heartbreaking.
And I thought this year, I was like, maybe there's something special in that team. Because it was a good 11. It was a good side. But they fell apart. They played a good game.
They played a good game.
Good.
First half, I feel
they played a good 90. That extra time they were poor.
Because I feel like they were running out of steam.
Yeah, exactly.
I think momentum too.
I feel like their keeper and their defense is pretty solid. I'll be honest. But after that, I feel like the coach made a huge mistake. Like he brought in the youngsters, Minamino and Takumo, I think. Both of them are like very youngsters. They don't have that much experience. And they're the first 2 players to take the task for Japan. Yeah. We've seen it with soccer.
Southgate, I was gonna say, yeah.
We've seen the young players. It's a big stage.
Yeah.
It's
Not-
like
you're
It's not prepared. It's a mental game.
It's a mental
not
game.
no longer the game
I
of
mean,
bro,
like,
football. You know what I mean?
You know, like back to the year of Southgate, you saw Maguire scored the
bangs.
banger of pens, and you saw Rashford, Sancho, and Saka all miss.
Yeah.
Maguire's a guy that's been slandered by the media, so it really is a mental game.
It's a mental game.
Yeah, that's
And
all
I
the
feel like
penalty
the
is.
coach, I don't know who settled down the list of the pens. Japanese coach, obviously, but bro, he really got it wrong, and they
He
had
really did.
and the side of the penalty was taken on the Japanese fan side, so they had a lot
Yeah.
more advantage. Like
In addition to that, they shot first.
first,
Which is the big, like the number one advantage in penalty shootouts is shooting
you have to take
first.
the first.
Because when you score, go match
That's
it now.
it.
Yeah,
It's
know
not
what I'm
a
saying?
match game.
Whatever
And then
the
even
outcome
if-
is, it sets the tone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and even like I shoot first and I miss, go make it though. Like
That's
don't
like
let it go to
100%.
waste. You know, it's like when you shoot first, it's such an advantage. They shot first in front of their own fans. That's the two things you can't. I mean,
I wouldn't even say that it was a shot. It was a pass.
I used penalty against Uruguay was better than.
no, that was a very poor penalty.
Like that was like 3 steps.
But
like
the poorest penalty was the one Croatia missed. I mean, the guy took a one-step run up.
Yeah,
that was.
That's like you did on purpose, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like I have to match them.
He wanted to make it entertaining.
He wanted to make it entertaining.
They're just gonna celebrate on the
Yeah.
show. That was it.
I mean, you have to give credit to the keeper. You know, you don't
certain
save,
extent.
even though it's poor, you don't save 3 penalties on accident.
Yeah.
And he got man of the match, rightfully so.
Yeah,
He played a great game, even in regulation.
Yoshida missed as well.
I think Croatia was slightly the better side in regulation. They were a lot better in extra time. They were way better. They were
I knew that.
the far better side.
And I had Croatia winning that game. But at 45 minutes, I was a little bit scared of Croatia, but then Perisic, you know what I mean, made it come back. You know, the team started playing momentum. And then I realized after 90 minutes, I was kind of like, this is Croatia's game. Because, you know, as we know, like they've had much experience, you know, in the World Cup. I was like,
and that's what it comes down to, experience. Back to my theory, why Spain will beat Morocco tomorrow. Experience. Spain has been there before.
But let me tell you something.
Isaac.
I feel like no, I agree with what you said. Like I don't agree, but like I understand what you're saying. Like the thing is with Morocco, I feel like they've been tested a lot already. Yeah. Like they played Belgium. Like I mean, that's a big team. Although they fumbled this year. Come on. They also played who's the other team they played? That was a very tough test. They also played Denmark, which is quite a decent team. Let's say.
And Croatia.
And also Croatia. That's like 3 top teams. No one saw Morocco getting out of that group. Not even getting out, they topped it.
I mean, you can say the same thing for Japan. I mean,
I
they beat Spain and beat Germany. They really could have finished with 9 points.
Yeah.
Somehow they lost to Costa Rica.
I feel like today was like, Japan today, like, they didn't deserve to lose in my opinion, but you said it comes down to experience, and like they didn't have it in them.
They were very poor in extra time too. In the regulation, it was pretty even. Croatia started to take over towards the end, which gave them the momentum heading into extra time. Yeah. And Croatia really could have won. There was a one play. They passed it back to Tomiyasu, and he fell. Trying to pass it back to his keeper, and Perisic was coming on the wing, just him and the keeper, but the keeper made a great save.
Yeah, the keeper was
but it's little things like that, the nerves really got to them.
100%.
And it was sad to see.
I mean, there were 3 South Asian teams in the round of 16, and 3 of them are out. That's sad for the Asian community. I hope it doesn't happen to the African community tomorrow.
We have one more.
We have one more.
Hopefully
left.
They come through.
Yeah, there's Morocco represent Africa tomorrow, so hopefully we go with the underdogs.
By the way, did you guys watch the England-Senegal game?
Yeah.
Talk to me. I want to see you guys' opinion, because
I was fuming.
I was very disappointed. But it was like, I don't know. I was like, it's Africa. I said, like, in my head, I was like, this is what happens to African teams. You know what I mean? Like,
there's no structure in the team. They just throw the 11 out there and they go play. I feel like that's the issue. And that's not to say Southgate outcoached them. It's not Southgate outcoached. It was the other coach didn't coach. That's what it was more than anything. I feel like that's a big reason why African soccer always comes up a bit disappointing.
Speaking of the England side, I think Jude Bellingham, he played amazing.
Fantastic.
He's been a class. Yeah,
He's such a talent.
He is. England, France.
Oh yeah.
This Saturday. This is the game to watch, man.
I think the best quarterfinals game so far.
Sadly, I have work, man.
Predictions?
Predictions? Me? Let me start. I have a cool France win, 3-1. Cool France 3-1, yeah.
You know, I want to say there will be goals, but Pickford doesn't allow goals really when he plays for England. Yeah. So I'm gonna say a comfortable 2-0 win for France. I think they'll dominate. The score at 2-0 is not a dominating score, but statistically, I feel like they're gonna really just take over that game. Mbappe will remind everyone why I believe he is the best in the world. I think Mbappe will show once again why he is the best.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got 3-2 England. I think Mbappe will have another great game. I think
3-2 England.
I mean, no, 3-2 France.
You have me.
3-2 France. Yeah. 3-2 France. I think Mbappe, that'll be the game he breaks the record for World Cup goals.
Yeah.
He's one away from tying, so he needs to score 2.
The close one?
I think
who has the record?
I think Gerd Muller.
Gerd Muller.
It's not Gerd Muller.
No,
it's like it's a German player. It's closer.
No, close.
No, I think that's in a tournament. He's saying in a career.
No, in the World Cup. I'm talking about World Cup.
Closer.
Like in the one World
Close.
Cup.
Close.
Oh, you're talking about in one tournament.
In one tournament.
Okay.
Like in
That's not all time.
Yeah, no.
It is closer. It is close again.
Then I don't know who that is.
I think it's
you can check.
You know he's already passed Ronaldo?
He's past Ronaldo.
Yeah, he has 9.
Ronaldo has 8.
Ronaldo has 7.
Ronaldo has 8. Mbappe has 9. And he's tied with Messi.
So I think the record, according to me, what I saw was 10 for Gerd Muller in one tournament. So Mbappe is 2 away from beating.
That's the guy that Lewandowski broke his record 2 years ago.
Like thinking that Mbappe might play another 3 World Cups easily. It's scary. Yeah. It's scary.
He's gonna, Giroud just became the all-time scorer for France on Saturday or something. But in Thierry Henry, 52 for Giroud, 51 for Henry. Mbappe's gonna absolutely shatter that record. He might push into the 3 digits for France. Like as crazy as that sounds, he really might.
By the end of his career?
Yeah.
He's gonna play at least 5 World Cups. Right?
Yeah, he's already. This is second. He'll play 3 more. He has Euros, and then there's friendlies, there's the qualifiers. I mean, he's a different player, man. He's gonna be one of the greats when he retires. Seriously.
As much as
he's only 23, so young.
That's what I'm saying.
Like 4 years ago.
Bro, you saw the way he took over the World Cup when he was 18 against Argentina. That was the game he really showed I'm here. That game against he had that one run that drew the penalty at first where he just blew past the whole team.
I've never seen him.
And then he scored
never. At that age too, bro. Like no. They were down. That's disrespectful.
2-1. Pavard got that goal, made it 2-2, and then Mbappe just comes through, scores 64th minute. 4 minutes later, he scores again, and he was just like it was a 2 goals, but really it's a hat trick. He got that penalty. That was when he showed I'm here and I will be here for a long time, and he really will.
And he's proving us.
It's scary what he's gonna accomplish.
By the way, I was looking it up, and I think for the most World Cup goals, it's actually number 1, Just Fontaine, France 1958 World Cup. He had 13 goals in 6 matches. But that's in 1958. That's what I'm trying to say.
1958.
1958. And the second one is Sandor Kostis for Hungary in the 54 World Cup. 11 in 5 matches. Wow. Third is Gerd Muller, 70 World Cup, 10 goals in 6 matches.
So that's 13. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Mbappe will break it for in a tournament, but he'll definitely break it for the most World Cup goals, probably by the next World Cup.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, he could even do it with this one.
What's the closest?
16.
16, right?
Yeah.
I think he need probably another 2.
Yeah, probably another
1 or another 2.
This year and next year, in the 26.
He has the most World, I believe so, right? I think Saka has 3.
No, he's the top.
He's the top.
He's 5, right?
That's 5.
Yeah, 5, and then Saka has 3.
He has more than most nations.
Yeah.
As crazy as that is to think about.
Oh my goodness.
Richarlison has 1, right?
Well, Valencia actually has 3, but he's
a lot of people have 3 goals in this tournament. At least 7,
Messi
8
has
people.
3.
Messi, Cody Gakpo, Rashford has 3. Saka, Reach. We're talking about some other players.
Kane has 2, I think.
Kane has 1. Actually.
One?
That was his
Kane scored his first
that
goal
was
in the
his
knockout
first
stage.
goal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's another player we were missing. Maybe
That was
Giroud.
the same thing last year.
Giroud scored
He didn't score in the group stage.
Giroud has 2.
Giroud has
I think
2 or
it's
3.
He had like 2 against Australia, right?
He had 2 in
2
the
against
first game
Australia?
Australia.
Yeah, and
Oh,
1.
yeah.
So there are tons of players that have 3 goals.
Back to the predictions.
Yeah,
We're getting off
we're
topic.
running out of time.
Netherlands, Argentina.
That's gonna be a tough one.
That's gonna be a
I'll
good
tell
game.
you.
That's gonna be a good game. I have Argentina 1-0. I have Argentina 1-0.
So
Netherlands, I like
quality
the
1-0
defense.
game, you say?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very quality game on both ends. I feel as if Netherlands back is really tough. So that's why I say for Argentina, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be like Australia. They only got off 2 goals. I was quite disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. You know, for a team as weak as Australia, Argentina should have definitely been producing more. So that's why I feel as if the Netherlands game is gonna be like even more difficult.
I think I'm gonna take Argentina. I'm gonna say 3-2. I think there will be a lot of goals scored. I think Cody Gakpo will show why he's classic, and I think Messi will show everyone he's Messi. And hopefully Lautaro Martinez can find some form because it's shocking.
He's gonna drop it, bro. He's gonna drop another Higuain.
He won't be in the Julian Alvarez has been putting. He's been showing why he's like, why City bought him even though they had Haaland. He's a great player, man.
Guys, go ahead. I think in between I think
they'll get it done. I think. I just feel like the thing is what Netherlands is something's missing, and I don't know what it is. And what's crazy is
you don't know what it is.
They've not lost under Van Gaal. They played 19 under him, 14 wins, 5 ties.
Really?
But it's just something's not there, and I don't know if it's the creating or Memphis isn't that finisher that they were hoping to be. Something's missing, and I think that's what's going to ultimately mess them up. Right? Yeah,
I think they lack someone to just kill the game off or just.
Yeah, I remember
that star power, man.
In the past, I was a big fan of Netherlands. Previous time, I remember Ruben,
Van Persie.
Yeah, Robin. Yeah. Both are like very.
Those type of players can change the game.
Yeah, and I remember
they went to the final. Against Spain.
I remember theirs, but I think to be honest, that this is another conversation for another day. But they should have beat Spain. You know what I mean?
In the 2010.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, I remember that game very well.
I mean.
Again,
my prediction? Yeah. So, I think it'll be 2-1 Argentina. I think we'll go to extra time because, like you said, it's going to be a tough game.
It's a good take. They played each other in the 2014 semifinals.
That's the you guys.
It did go to pens.
Yeah, they did go to
2014. Yeah.
That was
0-0, right?
Yeah. I don't remember the score.
It was when they played Germany in the final. Argentina.
Yeah, that was Brazil World Cup.
Yeah.
I remember the Netherlands keepers, they switched halftime. Now, halftime
Tim Krul.
Tim Krul, bro, the GOAT.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he's still playing for Norwich. Name him, I think it's going to go to extra time.
Yeah.
Who you take?
Yeah. But I think Argentina will edge it in the ET, in the extra time. I feel like
I
feel like the Argentina coach has to play Lautaro. I was about to say the other Martinez, but I'm talking about Lisandro Martinez. Like even when he came on against Australia.
Did you see that?
Last minute block?
Yeah, that's
insane.
Insane. Where he came from? Yeah.
Bro, either Otamendi or Romero. Even Romero.
Romero has to come off. Otamendi's been great.
Otamendi's been great. I'm gonna give him credit. That experience
at age 75.
And imagine a month ago, Romero was Lisandro's the best defender with he said with Van Dijk or something. He said with
Van Dijk.
Romero said Lisandro, but he said Lisandro with Van Dijk. I don't know why he put Van Dijk in that conversation this year, but he said Lisandro with Van Dijk is the best defender this year.
And it's a bit weird to see how well Lisandro performs and how well Maguire performs for his nation. But when it comes to United,
club play.
Lisandro performs for United.
Lisandro for United.
He's been class, but Maguire is
Maguire's an all
shocking.
But we have to talk about the other Martinez. I don't know how.
You guys seen that one?
He came in. I know. He sent him to row 10, man.
Yeah.
Lautaro? Yeah. He came on the wing and they dribbled everyone. They passed it down to the bottom of the box. He can't you have to work the keeper, man.
I don't know how on earth Conte won the Italian league with Lautaro and Romelu Lukaku, man. We gotta also talk about Lukaku's
I don't want to talk now. I'll walk out right now. I don't want to talk about
Lukaku one. It will take us an hour to I have so much to say about that game, but it's for another day. But
another conversation, yeah. We can do a whole podcast.
Yeah, we can do a podcast on Lukaku and his first touch.
100%.
I think I have a better first touch than Lukaku.
I know people with my boy Joey Eob, if you're watching this, he has a better first touch than Lukaku, man.
Because that was probably for me the worst individual performance of any World Cup I've seen in my life.
Yeah,
especially from a player like Lukaku.
From a player that's like high profile player that's like has to be up there. I know I'm gonna give him his like excuses and all that because he hasn't played in a couple months and all that. But
I got blind, man.
I feel like I had a knee surgery. I had a knee injury a couple months ago. I could still perform. Yeah, I can do better job.
Go pay me $200K a week. I'll go do that.
I'll do it for free,
bro. Did we get to the Brazil-Croatia predictions?
Yeah, Brazil. No, I think we all.
Oh, I didn't predict. Oh, I said.
Oh, you said extra time. So who will win?
I think it's gonna be 1-1, and
Pens.
It's gonna be 1-1 till 90. And then I think Argentina's going to score another 2-1. It's going
for extra time.
I think it's not going to go to penalties. 2-1 extra time.
I'll say this, good. If Argentina goes to penalties,
you said 2-1.
If Argentina goes to penalties, I have a lot of confidence in Emiliano Martinez. He showed it against I want to say it was Colombia in the semifinals of the Copa America. He saved 3 in that shootout. Emiliano is a great keeper in penalties. He's a great keeper overall. He had that last minute, 96-minute save against that Australia kid who was due on goal 1-1, and he should have scored.
That goal was amazing.
That was an amazing save. Yeah. It would have been an incredible moment for Australian football. It would have sent the game into overtime, but he made that stop. And if you saw, 4 players fell on him, hugging him and kissing him before the game even ended. Like, he really saved the day. He's a special keeper, and that's what Messi hasn't had. He hasn't had a keeper more than anything.
Yeah,
I like the 2014 World Cup. Who's the
Sergio Romero?
Yeah, Romero. He was good.
Romero on his day. United, we really treated him bad. I would say that because he was a good keeper. He could have easily played for a team that's a good level team. But
we could talk about United mistakes all day.
By the way, so I was gonna ask this question, but it's pretty obvious. The Golden Boot, you know what I mean? It's obviously
Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe for sure, right?
Unless he gets an early exit, then it'd be, I'd say Messi. It's got to be Mbappe though. Special player. 2 World Cups, 2 Golden Boots, man.
Yeah, I think Mbappe as well.
Yeah,
but probably who's second closest to him?
Everyone else has 3. Messi has 3.
If you watch Messi against Poland, it was one of the best performances we've seen him do for Argentina.
It was clutch.
He really he really showed up when needed. So I think Messi would be a nice runner-up.
I like that.
How about Golden Glove?
The best keeper?
This is actually a very good conversation, I feel like.
I think the best keeper, even though he was out, was Szczesny.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Szczesny too.
It's hard to say that because I want to say him, but I mean, he had 4 goals the other day. It was allowed. And, it's kind of hard to give to
all
him.
The goals
I would say probably Pickford.
By the end of it?
Yeah.
What if he loses against France?
Depends on his performance.
He got out.
It's Mbappe, man.
If you saw Alisson, the first save he made.
Alisson.
Crazy.
Yeah, that one long.
Alisson's a good shout for that too. Yeah. But I don't know, something's different about Pickford when he plays for England. Yeah, and he should have won the Golden Glove in Euros. They gave it to Donnarumma because Donnarumma won the tournament. But he made 3 saves in the shootout alone. Donnarumma made 2, and it's great to make 2. If you make 2, you're giving your team should win. But that was the only game that he allowed a goal. Pickford, he had a clean sheet in every other game. He might have not allowed one in the semifinal. I'm trying to remember, but I know all the games before that, group stage, clean sheets. Round of 16, clean sheet. It was just like a masterclass from Pickford. He's different when he plays in that England shirt.
I agree.
Yeah.
So Pickford and Szczesny. Yeah, so I was going to ask you guys. So we already covered the quarterfinals. So I wanted to know, any dark horses before,
left.
Some people make history, before we could call it out, Nobel's a risk taker. I'll let this name off.
Definitely
risk taker, You know, crazy.
A lot of those takes were
a lot of his takes was like.
So they were realistic takes. I think
the only one that would like flopped completely was Denmark.
Yeah. That was
a take. Belgium, they should have won.
Saudi too.
Right?
Yes,
Saudi.
Yeah.
They pulled back that 2-1, and you know I could be wrong, and I think if they tied 2-2, they would have went through on goal difference with the scores. The Argentina leading 2-0 against Poland. I might be wrong.
I think they said
something
tied
around there. Yeah, if they tied.
But Mexico outplayed them like crazy.
Yeah,
they
did.
They crazy.
But at the end of the day,
that was like, like that's number 24 to 13. Like Chavez, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he went crazy.
but,
He had another free kick, and the goalkeeper, he saved it like tippy to it.
Oh, he caught it.
Yeah. Like he didn't even caught it. He saved it like at the last minute. But that was he was good. It was a good game. And I feel like, Saudi, I expected better, but
Costa Rica was leading at one point. That was a take I had.
Damn, that was
something that could have happened.
You know,
imagine if that came
true. I couldn't wait to come back. I thought they were going I know. They were leading at one point, man, but they couldn't get it done.
At one point, I think
Uruguay was also winning. They won.
they won.
Technically, that one wasn't wrong.
It was
Portugal just lost.
Thank God Suarez is out though.
Yeah, thank you for Africa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Ghana fans are funny. Even though they were, I was like, we're both going.
It was like, if you lost and you won at the same day, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, man. If you lose it, you lose it with me, bro. If I'm losing, you lose it with me.
I remember I was watching at like a Ethiopian restaurant, and when Suarez was crying, like everyone started clapping.
A lot of people hate
traumatizes, bro.
Because he's Suarez, dirty player, flopper, biter. But you know he's. If you ask me, between him and Neymar, those are that's the third best of the generation between them two.
100%.
I mean, bro, he's when he was at Barca, man, to me that's one of the best strikers ever to play.
100%.
Even Liverpool, to be honest, when he was at
Liverpool,
that was as far as I felt in Liverpool, to be honest.
100%.
And you know, when Barca let him go, it really showed they were missing him. But
they won the league right after too.
Yeah, Atletico.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Definitely.
You know, I feel like now that we're getting down to, as of right now, there's 10 teams. After tomorrow, there'll be 8 left. You guys had to make your pick. Who do you think will win this World Cup?
For me personally, I'm gonna stick with my gut, Argentina. But I wouldn't be surprised if France did it, but I have Argentina in my heart. That's my heart choice.
I think I agree with you. Argentina. If it's not Argentina, I think it'll be France. But like it's hard not to say Brazil. It really is hard. It is. And you know it's gonna be between those 3 teams. It's so close. It's so hard. And I feel like between those 3 teams, on paper, Argentina's the worst team. But they had that run. And, you know, it showed that Saudi game really was like just a slip up.
Yeah, it was
because they still that 36 unbeaten run. They're still that same squad. They have insane chemistry.
100%.
You know, they're at best when Lautaro's on the bench. Julian Alvarez.
You better not hear you dead.
I really hope Lautaro could turn around because I really like Lautaro again. Right now, Alvarez is the better player. Yeah. But I mean, it's really hard. But I think I'm going to go with Argentina. With France as a runner-up.
What about you, Adam?
Yeah, I said it earlier if you heard me, but Brazil. I have to say Brazil full force, full heart.
Respectful.
If not, France, I don't know. France might double. But Brazil.
Yeah. Has someone ever went back-to-back?
No.
No, Brazil's never won back-to-back.
Let alone back-to-back. France is the first team in like how many years to qualify after like winning.
Yeah, since 2002.
Yeah, that's insane numbers. But yeah, when it comes to I gotta say I was debating between Brazil and Argentina. Morocco's there in my heart.
Maybe Eto.
Morocco's there in my heart, but like realistically talking, at the beginning of the World Cup I was debating between Brazil and Argentina, but now it's more likely like Brazil, which has on my back, and probably the second favorite for me right now is France. Gotta give it to them.
That's fair.
Yeah,
and Argentina, yeah, they're showing me like glimpse of like the chemistry and all, like their attacking press and all that. But I feel like France, even with all those injuries, man, they're still strong.
Yeah.
All
That
these
shows you how good that team is with all those injuries.
That team is.
They lost Nkunku, Pogba, Kante, Kimpembe,
bro. It's a list.
Benzema.
It's a list.
Benzema too, a Ballon d'Or winner.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
At least the rest of them, they planned without them because they knew they weren't coming. Benzema was the day before match day one.
Imagine.
Can you believe? Yeah.
And they're playing like it.
I thought France was like, not they weren't screwed, but I thought like their chances were
Mbappe's playing like a Benzema and Mbappe in one. He's two strikers in one.
Imagine Benzema was on the field. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, so I gotta give I still think France has this. I'm going for Brazil, rooting for Brazil, but in the back of my head, I'll be like France. Yeah, you're top.
I will say, dark horse. Don't sleep on Spain. If Spain made a finals run, I would not be shocked at all. I think they will beat Morocco. I think they'll beat Portugal, assuming Portugal beats Switzerland. And I think they have the quality to beat France. If France beats England, assuming they do. And if England plays Spain, I think Spain will be like show really like why they are that team. I think they would Luis Enrique will outcoach the life out of Southgate. I think that would be Southgate's last match as a manager.
Sure.
I think it's make or break for Southgate. If he doesn't bring home the trophy, you're out.
Yeah.
But I really think the Spain team is special, and I think they have quality to win it all. That's a dark horse I have.
In 4 years, I feel like they're gonna be a
26. They're a problem.
They're running back
26. They're a problem.
If they bring out a good, a solid forward, I think it's
the problem right now is the number 9.
That's my only.
Yeah, that's
when Morata plays for his nation, he's pretty good, man. I will say. But at the end of the day, Morata is Morata.
To Spain.
Yeah, and we say that, and it was I was shocked when Luis Enrique left off Gerard Moreno off the lineup.
Insane.
You could argue, hey, how could you leave Ramos? How could you leave a few other players that were left? De Gea. Me personally, I wouldn't have left De Gea, but I think Simon is still my starting keeper for sure.
I can understand
that.
But to me, to go to Spain to go to Qatar with Morata as your only striker was shocking. And Gerard Moreno is a great striker too. It's not like he's like a bum or something. I mean, he's just getting it done.
And he shows up against the big team. Let's keep that in mind.
Europa, he really was showing up last year. Super Cup against Chelsea,
Yeah, that part is where it gets me, the striker part. Because we seen it as well, against the game against Germany. They needed that Leo player that wanted to finish all the chances they were creating. Because creating chances, no one is close to. No one is close to that.
That midfield
is unreal.
Yeah,
but you need someone to keep it at the back of the net.
Yeah, to finish it. And it's crazy because they went from what's it called, Xavi, Iniesta, to Pedri and Gavi right after. It's oh my god. And there was a stat. It was the top scorer of the Euro won the World Cup the following year each year, dating back to 2008. David Villa was the top scorer of the Euro in 2008. Spain won. 2012, it was Miroslav, not Miroslav. It was either him or
maybe Muller. Yeah, Muller.
Yeah. And then they won in 2014. And then 2016, Mbappe was the leading scorer in the Euros. And not Mbappe, Giroud. And then France won. Griezmann, my fault. I'm throwing out names. And then last year in the Euros, the top scorer was Ronaldo, and it was one more player from a smaller country.
The Euros?
Yeah.
Patrick Schick?
Yeah, Patrick Schick.
Good call.
So, maybe Ronaldo gets it done. It's interesting no one said Portugal, because Portugal has a great squad. And I feel like special shout to Portugal, because they definitely could get it done. And what's crazy is they really could get it done with Ronaldo being on the bench, which is it's a take.
Wow.
But hear me out. I think Diogo Jota is a special striker.
Yeah.
I think he's special. He's not Mbappe, he's not Haaland, don't get me wrong. But he's like a natural finisher. Almost the way I think no one's a natural finisher to the level of Greenwood. I think no one could finish naturally Like, I hate United, but he's the natural
when it comes to Greenwood, I've seen him at the academy days. So I would like give my life to defend on how like good his finishing was. Like it's not even like he doesn't. I don't even think he thinks when he shoots with. Like,
it's not even like he's great for a 19, 20-year-old. He's like he's great up there with like Lewandowski type finishing. 100% but I think Jota's also a special finisher. And then like this team is so good. João Felix is coming off the bench. They have Rafael Leao, who's been balling for Milan. And this is a squad, the Bernardo Silva. This is really a team that has it. Bruno's been stepping up for his nation. They've been saying, "Where's Bruno?" when Portugal calls him. He's showing.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. You got Ruben Diaz back there, João Cancelo, who's been a bit shaky, but
Nuno Mendes got injured though.
Yeah, I think this is a team that definitely can get it done.
Absolutely, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is because I don't like Ronaldo, but as the manager, you know, for sure, Ronaldo's not playing 90 minutes any game.
Yeah,
but
in that same shape as
I just think sometimes his ego gets in the way, and he can get really selfish sometimes.
Oh yeah,
and we've seen it towards the end of his career, where like you know he's been in slumps. He's gone through slumps, and he gets really frustrated. He tries to, you know, make a play, and he sends it to the moon. And you know, it's kind of like, you know, that's not what I want. I'd rather have Jota there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather have João Felix there finishing. But, you know, at the end of the day, Ronaldo's Ronaldo. And when he shows up, he shows up.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. It's going to be great.
To be honest, yeah, a lot of exciting fixtures coming up. And, you know, I'm definitely excited. I think you guys are.
Very much, man. We're all excited.
Yeah, to the viewers. I want to say this was a great third episode. You know,
great, sure.
Yeah. I want to let all the fans out there know we're gonna be having a giveaway. Be tuned in to the Instagram at FootballBoys2022. Want to let everyone know that. And we're gonna sign out from here. You guys have a good one,
guys. Thank you.